evening, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out, right here on iSports Radio, your directory for all that is sport. What's going on, my football people? How's everyone doing out there? This is your boy Larry B, bringing the energy on a Friday evening, because there's only one thing to be excited about, and that is football. That's right. As much chaos went on in week number 3, there is reason to believe that week number 4 is going to bring more chaos. Well, simply because of the fact that, crazy things are happening. And guess what? There's no sign that any are going to stop. Teams are coming out of nowhere. Teams are falling out of nowhere. And let's just say there are some teams that need a little bit more help than some Band-Aids and Neosporin. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a doozy of a show coming up today. Predicting all of these Week 4 games, we're going to recap last night's game because, let's just say that the Dallas Cowboys, they're not out of the woods. They looked better, but it was the Giants. I'm just saying it was the Giants. We'll give you guys the victory. It was nice. It's a start, but it was the Giants. So, I'm just going to throw that out there. All right. Regardless, this team, this Dallas Cowboy team has seen better days. And, it needs to continue to grow if it wants to see anything better, okay? So, I'll tell you, we have ourselves some fun. I'm really excited to get into these picks. And obviously excited to recap last night's game. I appreciate you all, man. Every single week, this show just keeps on turning out numbers. You guys are amazing for that. And thank you for keeping iSports Radio around for the last 10 years. So, tonight, so many questions, right? Will the Broncos actually rise to the occasion? That's a big one. Will the Raiders pull their head out of their ass? We don't know about that one, but I'll tell you, Sunday Night Football should be a fun one, and at least one of those two Monday night games should be another doozy. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out, right here on iSports Radio, your direction for all that is sport. Welcome, football fans. You guys are amazing. As always, man, I appreciate you guys so much for being here, showing love, being a part of this thing, man, because, you are what make iSports Radio so freaking important and make it so awesome. So, just as always, big shout out and thank you to all you listeners out there, man. You guys are amazing. Big ups to the chat, already bumped. Appreciate you, Mr. Taryn Rodriguez, for tuning in, man. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to have ourselves some fun tonight, getting into all of these Week 4 predictions. And like I said, last night's game, I don't know what to think about it. I have thoughts, but overall still, it's, let's just say it was, like I keep on saying, it was a victory. But what kind of a victory was it? We got all that and more, of course, coming on up today. But first things first, we got to show love to the people who keep the lights on. Of course, that is our awesome sponsors, Planet Jerky, premium brisket beef jerky. And of course, Seal the Deal, Wax Seal, showing love. And a few words from iSports Radio, from yours truly. We're going to jump into that, and as soon as we do that, we are going to find ourselves talking about Thursday Night Football and jumping on in to the preview of Week 4. Can you believe we are almost a quarter of the way through the freaking season? It just goes so damn fast, right? But it's okay. You are now listening to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your directory for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, eSports Radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Nah, y'all don't feel it. Let me come back. Y'all ready this time? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all in the back? Y'all ready? Everybody ready? Okay, now we're feeling it. Y'all weren't feeling it before, so I had to come back. I'm just saying. We had to do a double take real quick. I'm just saying. What's going on, y'all? Your boy Larry Beak is messing around here. Happy it's a Friday, y'all. Can we get a hand clap for Friday? I mean, right? Can we get an applause, please? Please? I mean, just a little one. We can get a little applause in the house. Let me Yeah, was it good? Okay, go. We'll take that. We need a little applause, okay? Because sometimes Fridays are needed, right? I'm just saying, you know. So with that said, guys, big shout out, thank you to everybody, man. Big shout out to our sponsors, Planet Jerky, premium brisket beef jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet, and of course, Seal the Deal Wax Seals, my beautiful wife, her awesome company. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal, y'all. She does an amazing job. Wax stamps, baby showers, gifts. Christmas is coming up, y'all. Anniversaries. Just stamp, seal it old school style with the stamps. We're going 200, 300, 400 years back. She does it. It's pretty awesome. Check her out. And of course, make sure to follow us up. We're everywhere, by the way. Once again, all our social medias, everywhere. You already heard. X, Instagram, all over the place, Twitter or X. Well, you know what I'm saying. Okay, Facebook, all that good stuff. Check us out down here: Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music / Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, JioSaven, all these places. We are there. The audio is available for you there, and all of our awesome shows. Big shout out to all of our great hosts, man. Big ups right here. Give us some love. Follow us at 3 and Out, all spelled out right there, IESR. And of course, you can follow me, your boy Larry B at VTHEE_LB53. Check me out. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it, man. The recap of Thursday Night Football. This game was a different story. Once again, big shout out and thank you to everybody in the chat room, man. Once again, Taryn Rodriguez. We got our boy Alden K, man. I was driving into work this morning listening to him, man. Appreciate you. Great show as always. Jen B, yeah, her Browns and my Raiders are playing this week. It's Toilet Bowl 4, everybody. So we're going to talk about that later on. But Cowboys and Giants, man, last night, I mean, just what a disappointment for both fan bases, right? I mean, you got two teams that one just can't get right. I always got to say, man, I wish I could use that clip from that movie, man. I wish I had the pool and knew the people or could buy the license to use that. Can't get right, boss. You know what I mean? Because this is the truth, man. This is the truth. The Giants can't get right. There ain't a damn that this team fails in every category. Just when they think something is going good, they just fall on their face. The Giants are one of the biggest jokes of the NFL, aside from the Raiders. They look like crap in every facet, and they play to the level of their opponents. They look good, and then they just find a way to absolutely sabotage themselves. It is insane. It's like, I don't even know what to say, man. They are really, really bad. And the Cowboys completely always find themselves in a situation to where they know damn well everybody's going to be, they are under a magnifying glass. Jerry's under a magnifying glass. Everybody's looking at these all kinds of bad, right? Well, guess what? They're 2-2 on the season. Their fans are absolutely hammering them right now. Everything is just bad for the freaking Cowboys. We talked about it. I mean, you see me in Drewski's chat room, man, on Wednesday nights for Hard Texas Sports. Man, Jerry Jones over there shopping on the clearance racks, man. That man is not trying to buy nothing pricey. He gives these contracts here and there, and other than that, nah, man, we ain't gonna go there. We're not gonna go to the big department store. We're going to the dollar store. That's where we're going. We're gonna find the discount. Discounts are good in some places, guys. Okay, getting 2-for-1 specials, and those are good for cheeseburgers and stuff, not for NFL players. And apparently, the Cowboys haven't learned that. They get a victory here. They're 2-2 on the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at yesterday's game, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Cowboys going 2-2. 2 touchdowns in the first half, 2 field goals in the second half. It was enough. But let this have been somebody else, it wouldn't have been enough, and the Cowboys would be 1-3 right now. Let's just call it what it is, right? Daniel Jones actually was the leading passer in this game, which was insane. 29 for 40, 281 yards, and 1 interception. Yeah. That's Daniel Jones. I don't know what to say about him, man. He upsets me. I liked him a lot coming out in the Senior Bowl in 2018, 2019, around there. They talked about 2 master's degrees, and man, I have 2 master's degrees, and now I feel like a dummy. But no, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, the man, obviously is smart intellect, right? But man, football, I just don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, it sucks, man. I want the best for him. I want him to do great, but golly, man, it's hard. It's hard to cheer for this team right now. The offensive line is horrible. Everything is just falling apart for these guys. And there's nothing more to say. I mean, Neighbors is the dude. Malik Neighbors, I mean, my goodness, you heard this morning if you listen to AZ Sports, man, AZ Sports Zone with good old Alden K talking about how they just target the hell out of Neighbors. And they do. They do. Kind of like how Arizona likes to target the hell out of Marvin Harrison Jr. They find that one receiver and just keep on going. And guess what? He gets picked off. I mean, this is just one of those things, man, where you have to chalk it up to hey, I got to stop looking at one dude because they are going to gun down this guy, okay? They're going to – that team, they are going to throw him the damn ball every single chance they get. So if we just bracket the hell out of him, maybe another receiver can emerge somewhere. We'll find out. But if that's their best dude, well, guess what? He's not going to catch any damn balls. And if they can't do that and nobody else can really catch, well, then that's easy to beat the Giants, right? I mean, it's just kind of like the formula, right, with this team. And there's just a lot of negatives surrounding them right now. Then we talk about the Cowboys, and golly, man, Dowdle, I mean, 11 carries for 46 yards. You can't run the ball. You can't run the ball. Come on, man. I mean, this was bad. The Cowboys won in a horrible way. Dak did pretty okay. 22 for 27, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns. But when you look at this team, they don't look like they're scary. They don't look scary at all. I am not one bit intimidated by the Cowboys. There's nothing there to be like, oh, man. Now, they got some pieces on paper. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys have found themselves in the wastebasket, okay? Because they are a paper team. I'm sorry. I didn't want to deem them that at all this year, but they're paper, man. They look great on paper, and then they could play, and you're like, who the hell are these guys? I mean, it's just, they're just not following through. I'm sorry, Cowboys fans, but that's the cold hard truth, man. CeeDee Lamb, 7 receptions, 98 yards, 1 touchdown, almost got the century mark. But dude, I can't fathom the Cowboys have great pieces, but they're not playing very good. You got 2 rookies starting on the offensive line. You got Dak, who's doing everything he possibly can back there. A running game that's just not working. And then you got a defense that just, they're there half the game. I don't know. There's a lot to be upset about, Cowboys fans, so I get you. And this is a frustrating moment for you guys. You should be very pissed off. I mean, at the half, it was 14-9. This game, and this is no diss to the Giants. Giants fans, you know who your team is. I'm a Raider fan. I know who my team is, okay? Realistically, the Cowboys should have been up in this game by like 2 or 3 touchdowns by this point. Not freaking 5 points, all right? I mean, it's ridiculous to think that the halftime score was so close. The Cowboys have a superior team by far, okay? And there's nothing there. They look like they were playing to the level. They look like they were just out there going through the motions, just trying not to lose. You know, it's kind of funny for those of you old school NCAA players like myself, when you hear Lee Corso saying, you know, that they're not playing to win, they're playing not to lose. And that's not how you play football, or something like that. Remember from those old games, NCAA 06 to 2014, you know, before it came back this year, college football. But anyway, when it comes down to it, guys, the Cowboys were seriously just playing not to lose. They're not playing to win. It's a difference. There really is. The Cowboys are just like, we're just going to do enough. It's kind of like they're rationing their talent or something. Like, it's crazy. Like, okay, we can't go too hard in this game. I get it. It's a long season, man, but every game you should be playing lights out. Injuries happen. They're part of the game. You just hope to God doesn't happen to you, right? But, or to your team a lot. It is what it is. But when it comes down to it, man, the Cowboys, and then everyone was getting hurt last night. Everybody was cramping. Man, that was the cramp show. Oh my gosh, man. I can't believe it. There was just cats falling left and right, man. Muscles were cramping. I mean, it was a game to watch. And sadly, not for the best reasons. I was enjoying the game, obviously. We had dinner, my beautiful wife and I. We, you know, enjoyed ourselves. And then just watching this game, it was kind of like okay, the game's on. That's what it was. The game's on. I'm glancing. I see it. I'm watching. But when it comes down to it, I'm just watching the game. Take a few bites. Cool. Check the phone. Oh, another play. Okay. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this is a good game. No, it was just like, it's on. I'm watching it and it's on. But I'm also multitasking. Like, I'm not like all into the game. The game wasn't even that good. It's just the fact that football was on. And football, of course, is life. You know what I mean? To somebody like myself and to all of you listening in. Okay. Or close to being like the number one thing in life or whatever. But when it comes down to it, this game sucked. Okay. And the Cowboys are looking really bad. They're 2-2. Thankfully for them, the Eagles are a coin flip right now themselves. And they're just kind of there, you know, whatever. The Giants just don't look intimidating. The Giants are going to be in the basement. Washington is scary because, well, they looked pretty good on Monday. We talked about it on Tuesday's show. But we're not going to be too scary. Okay, they're not the scariest team. That was a win, cool. I don't know if we can take them serious right now. Philly, you need to take serious even if they're 2-1. So realistically, the Cowboys the Cowboys got lady luck on their side, man. The Cowboys had so much luck right now because they know damn well if the Cowboys were in like, let me see. Because I was going to say the AFC North, but the Browns are looking about as bad as 5 miles of bad road, man. They're just looking bad. And the Bengals are trash right now. I don't know what the hell's going on with them. So I would say, but before the season started and we were all hyping up the AFC North to be that good, if the Cowboys were in that season where they were all good, okay, there's no way in hell they were going to come back from this. They were going to be a bottom feeder or close to the bottom. I mean, even this early, okay, one of those teams steps on the gas and they're gone. Cowboys are going into week 4 fighting for a playoff spot already. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that kind of deal. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get all crazy. I know that's not the reality, but what I'm saying is the Cowboys need to be really lucky that they're in the NFC East. That's not that great, and they really don't have a lot to worry about. I mean, honestly, as much as I want to hype up the Eagles, I still think there are still the Eagles in there somewhere. They're not even playing like the Eagles right now. So realistically, the Cowboys are kind of got a free pass. They can still win the damn division. Anybody can still win any division. We're early. But I'm just saying the Cowboys can afford to slip up a little bit. But with the Cowboys, what's not a free pass is when they get to the playoffs, and then everyone's going to be pissed off again, right? Cowboy fans, the Cowboys are going to make it all they can back. They won the division. They got second place, whatever. And then first round, they lose, or maybe second round, they lose. I mean, right? It's just the same deal. So the Cowboys need to look scary now. They need to figure it out now. So we're going to find out. Let's go. Let's see what they got. I'm ready for it. I want to see these Cowboys succeed. It's just, they don't look like they're going to succeed very much right now. And the Giants, I don't got enough, man. I just worked a full day right now and got home a little bit ago, man. I don't even know if I got that kind of energy, and I got more energy than the sun. Okay, I don't know. Look, in closing for the Giants, Giants fans know, right? Like, we get it. Giants fans know that they're just bad. The Giants, I think, know that they're bad, and they're doing everything they can. They're playing the season, but they know there's no bowl there. There's probably ain't even no playoffs. Hell, they just hope they can probably finish the season with dignity. I mean, it is what it is, right? The Giants are just kind of there. I mean, they're in that territory. All right. Hello, Raiders. Hello, as Jen says here. Yep, and Panthers. Yep. Hello, Raiders and Panthers and Browns, and we'll throw the Bengals in there. And hello, darkness, my old friend. little Simon and Garfunkel there, right? I mean, that's just kind of what it is, and the Cowboys are going to be singing that tune pretty soon here if they don't get it straight, man. So anyway, there you go. Cowboys just look like crap. The Giants look worse. And, moving forward, I hope that both these teams get it together because the Cowboys are going to need it a lot. The Giants, well, they at least want to, like I said, look like they at least are a football team. So we'll see what's going on into next week. Okay, we'll talk about that on Tuesday, of course. The Cowboys, well, these guys they are going to be heading on over to Pittsburgh next week. Ooh, boy, that's oh no, and that's an old rivalry too. That's a fun one. And the Giants, well, they're going to be making their way to Seattle. Yeah, well, those are two teams that both these teams don't want to play right now, and well, they're going to. So, yeah, one of those deals, right? What do you what do you say? It is what it is, right? The Blues, man, they'll be singing the blues. And the other teams are over there excited as it gets, man. These cats are over there. They're not going to skip ahead to next week, but man, I'll tell you, when they're watching that film, they're going to be like, okay, sorry, sound effects are, but I get it, sorry. But I'll tell you right now, these Cowboys, they need a lot of help. Those Giants, they needed a lot of help. Is what it is, and that is going to do it for Thursday Night Football. So we are kind of like halfway through our show. When we come back, y'all, we're going to jump on in to this Week 4 preview. We're going to make some picks. Pick along with me here in the chat room, man. Show some love. Once again, give us a follow. You can pick here if you want to on Twitter. Jump in here. Give us a follow at 3NIE. Sorry, you can follow me over there. Be at the THE_B53. Show us some love, man. Thank you so guys very much for tuning in. We're taking ourselves a quick break. Hear from some of our other awesome shows here at IE Sports Radio. When we come back, we're going to be previewing these games and making our picks for Week 4. You were listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sports. We'll be right back after this.
What's up, sports fans? You're listening to IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your favorite West Coast Wisconsinite, Bernie Bango, and if you're a cheesehead, come listen to my show, Big Cheese Sports, where we road trip around America's Dairyland, previewing, reviewing, predicting, debating, and digging into all that is Wisconsin sports at the college and pro levels. Join me on IE Sports Radio, Sundays at 1 p.m. Central Standard. Bernie out.
Are you a fan of Buffalo sports? Are you thinking of changing loyalties and becoming a Buffalo sports fan? Do you even know where Buffalo is on the map? Did you know Canada is closer to Buffalo than New York City? Welcome to the Buffalo Huddle, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your host, Patty Bax. This is a podcast designed for you, the passionate sports fan. I know you love your sports. Who doesn't? I cover Buffalo sports and so much more by bringing in the human elements. I call it Buffalo sports with a twist. Join me as we take a journey into the world of Buffalo sports. I guarantee you'll fall in love with Buffalo just like I did. Each week we start with an inspiration, question of the day, a Buffalo fun fact, and our weekly challenge to you, the listener. Come huddle up with me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time for the Buffalo Huddle with Patty Bax on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. As we say in Buffalo, go Bills!
Well, I'll tell you right now, Sunday Night Football is going to be a lot of fun because it involves these crazy Bills. Oh, yeah. And I think it's time to pay the bills because these fools, man, are 3-0 looking good, and the Ravens, well, never a chance for the Ravens to redeem themselves. This is the game to do it in, man. So we got some good ones coming up this weekend. That's going to be Sunday Night Football. I just got to throw that out there. That's going to be a fun freaking game on Sunday night. So we're going to do all that. Big shout out to Patty Bax, of course, and Bernie Bango, man. Awesome hosts here at IE Sports Radio. Like everybody, man. We had some good stuff. We had a debut earlier. Big shout out to my boy, man. He's awesome. A Big Mike holding it down over there in Indiana, our brand new Indiana show, man. Indy Sports Nation making his debut today. He did a great job, didn't he, guys? Of course, Alden K on earlier today, man. We have a big lineup. Man, you're going to want to tune in. You're going to want to tune in. That's all there is to it. You're going to want to tune in. You want to be a part of this because IE Sports Radio, man, we're taking off. We're going places. We've been around for 10 years, and we ain't stopping. We're all over the place, all over the nation, all over the country. We love our sports, and we want you to tune in and talk about those sports with us. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump on in, man, to our predictions for week 4. And, well, we're going to start off with a game that I think has more question marks than one of the Joker's jackets, man. The 1-2 Denver Broncos taking on the 2-1 New York Jets. Okay. When I look at this game, I think of two things. I think of Rodgers being Rodgers, right? And I think of the young rookie, Bo Nix, being a rookie. Okay, have rookies defeated legends before? Yes. Did it mean that they beat them themselves? No, because obviously quarterbacks don't play against quarterbacks. Quarterbacks play against that quarterback's defense, yes, but they don't go head-to-head. Okay, I don't know. I hate when people say that. It's two quarterbacks going head-to-head. What are they doing? A passing competition? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going head-to-head, bro. They're going head-to-head with the defense of that quarterback's team. But I get it. I get what they're talking about. Regardless, let's take a look, man. This is gonna be pretty fun. Okay. Let's get first of all, let's talk about some of the injuries and see what happens. Okay. And let's see what happens. Okay. Whoopsie, sorry about that, guys. So real quick, let's go ahead and take a quick look here at some of these injuries. All right. So obviously we got some players on the IR. Okay. We have McGlinchey, Stemme, we have Browning, Singleton. These guys are all going to be out. Skinner, these guys are all out. On the Jets, that's the Broncos. Jets, obviously, Mosley, Moses, Johnson on the IR, Barnes. Okay, we know, okay? Hassan Reddick, these guys are all out. Overall, though, I feel like there's still enough on these two teams where it's going to be a competitive football game. I expect the Broncos to come out and fight, but I really expect the Jets to freaking do something. Okay. Do I feel that the Jets are going to be amazing? I hope that they get better every week. They have Rodgers, but I do feel that the hardest part is going to be the Broncos coming out trying to make something happen against this defense that's just sparking it right now, man. This defense is on one. I really, really love what this defense is doing right now. I love that they're coming out playing lights out. So honestly, I'm just going to throw this out there, man. The Broncos, they may look better. They may have looked better. They got to win. Cool. But the Jets, I think, are going to kick their ass. So, hey, the Jets win. The Broncos win this game. Good for them. But at least right now, from what I see, I got Jets all day in this game, man. Big ups to the chat room, man. Yes, Taryn, we know. I knew this. You'd have to bring it up. Yes, Max and Crosby are out. The Raiders suck anyway, bro. It's not like it's a big deal. And what's going on, man? Our new dude, this guy right here is awesome, man. Our brand new Anthony, man, tuning on in over there from Georgia. He's the brand new host of Georgia Sports Central right here on iSports Radio. Catch him Wednesday mornings, Eastern time, 8 a.m. Going to be a lot of fun, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, brother. So let's go ahead and continue our picks, man. 3-0 Vikings, man. This is going to be fun. The 3-0 Vikings and the 2-1 Packers. Oh, yes. This is a Christmas game for me right here. I love this. Is the kind of game I want to see because the Vikings, I didn't think were going to be worth a shit this year. And, well, they're 3-0. Sam Darnold is making something happen. Cool. He's, 8 TDs in the season so far. He's throwing 2 picks, 657 yards. Sweet. Jacobs is doing what we thought he would do because this isn't the first time a Raider, Charles Woodson, went over to the Packers and did something great. So, yeah, 278 yards. Hey, I mean, 6'2 carries, not the greatest numbers, but shit, he's doing good, right? He's doing good enough. Justin Jefferson getting it done over there through the air for the Vikings. 14 receptions, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's a rivalry. The Vikings are coming. They're coming to town, and they're coming to take the Packers cookies. You know this. But the Packers, this team cannot be slighted. They are so damn good. They're talented. They got love. They're playing some good football right now, man. I am so excited to see these guys play this weekend. This is going to be a great game. To me, this is a coin flip game because the Packers are at home. They have one loss, but they're at home. They have that back the pack behind them in Lambeau. There's all kinds of good things, man. I really, really, really feel that the Vikings are going to come out and ball. But overall, guys, the Packers, oh yeah, the Packers are going to hold it down at their own turf. This is the hardest game for me to pick, but believe it or not, guys, I'm going to go with the Packers. I know I'm not hating on the Vikings, but I think the Packers are just going to get it done at home, man. They're both going to be 3-1. This is going to be a fun division to watch. I'm really excited for the Packers. I really want to see this team get it going. I love this game. I'm going to be glued to this game on Sunday. Next up, we have the 2-1 Saints taking on the 1-2 Falcons. Okay, this game shouldn't take too long, right? The Saints, the 2-1, they look good. The Falcons, they're actually a good 1-2 team. They just had some tough competition, right? Cousins is playing pretty good, kind of. 4 touchdowns on the year, but 3 interceptions. Kamara, dude is running. Dude is doing good. Olave playing ball. I mean, look. This is a fun division matchup, okay, between two teams who can't stand each other. And honestly, the Saints have really turned a corner. Now, when it comes to this game and injuries and the whole deal, okay, I look at there's not really too much there. Don't hate me. Kamara's questionable. Olave is questionable. But really, when it comes down to it, the injuries in this game aren't so significant. I feel like both these teams are as healthy as they can get right now. They're strong. They're good. This is why, I didn't really mention, obviously in the game I just mentioned right now, Alexander and Love are questionable, but I still think that they're going to play. Morgan, we already know he's out. We know Valentine's out. Hawkinson, he's not going to play, obviously. He's injured, but when it comes down to it, I mean, Risner, we already knew, IR, tough stuff there. But just like that game, I didn't really mention this game either. The injuries are there, but I'm not going to say they're super significant. When it comes down to it, the Falcons are, and that's not saying Risner. You know me, I'm a big Risner fan. I love that guy. But obviously, we knew he was hurt already and not going to make a big deal of it. When it comes to this game, I don't think injury is going to be much of a factor. But what I do think is going to be a big factor is momentum. So in the rivalry game that we just looked at, Vikings and Packers, I think the Packers are going to get it done at home. This is a little bit different. I feel like the Saints are better than the Falcons, and though the Falcons, I feel like the Vikings and the Packers are pretty much the same. It's just who's going to show up and play. And because the Packers could very well be 3-0. A couple more plays gone their way, they could have beat the Eagles in Brazil. But the Falcons, the Saints, I just think they're better. And slightly better. I don't care what you want to say. They're going to have home field advantage. It's going to be a fun game. But I'm going to go with the Saints to win this thing. Oh, my gosh. It should be a fun game to watch. So I'm going to go Saints in this game. Next up here, we have the Eagles 2-1 and the Buccaneers at 2-1. Okay. This is another game that I am really, really excited about. And this game makes me excited because, well, these are two teams who have been a presence in the NFC in the last couple of years. Okay. Smith is out. Ouch. He won't be back for a little bit, a couple weeks. AJ Brown, he's questionable. We have Lane Johnson, questionable. Got guys like Bradbury, Covey on the IR. And then for Tampa Bay, well, we got a bunch of dudes who are questionable, but once again, they'll probably play. The only dude who's going to be doubtful is McMillan. But really, Irving, Keith, Johnson, Vita Vea, these guys are all probably going to play. So when it comes down to it, injury-wise, yeah, the Buccaneers have a slight advantage, but gosh damn it, the Eagles, they're just the Eagles. If the Eagles lose this game somehow, some way, I don't know if I can pick the Eagles anymore. I'm picking them this one more time because I feel that they are a good football team. But if they lose to the Buccaneers, that just proves that the Buccaneers are better than what I think they are. And that means that the Eagles are just worse than I think they are. So give me the Eagles by a slim little margin. But I guess this one's hard for me. But I'm going to go Eagles just slightly in this game. Okay. Next up, we have the 0-3 Bengals. Oh, no. Take it on the 1-2 Panthers. Last week, okay, I saw a meme earlier or a picture on X with a dude who was all made out of puzzles, and I saw a piece of puzzle missing in the back of their head, and there was a puzzle piece over here, and it just said Dalton, obviously, okay? Andy Dalton, like the missing piece. Don't get too crazy, Panthers fans, okay? We know the Raiders suck. That's all there is to it. Get out of here. That's my team. I can say whatever I want. They're trash, okay? We know this. So, good job beating a JV team last week. But I will tell you, Dalton has made the team better. The Bengals are good in their own right. I'm just waiting for the good to pop out. I don't know. The Bengals I get it. It was a rough 3 starts. They're 0-3, but I still feel like there's some kind of hope in there. Once again, if they lose this game, it was the last time I'm picking the damn Bengals this year. The Panthers, to me, I just felt like that was I guess it's a fluke game in my opinion, but like I said, it's the Raiders, man. It's not like it's an easy, not like it's a hard game to win. The Bengals, they're going to turn it on this game. I feel like they're going to get it done. They're going to go over to Carolina and get this victory. And the Panthers, well, they're going to get put back down to earth. The Panthers might win a few more games, but I think there's a lot more question marks. I think that game was more hype than anything. Dalton got in there. They started winning. Momentum's a real thing, guys. Momentum's a real thing. So not hating on the Panthers, just saying, is what it is with those guys. But for the Bengals, give me the Bengals by a thin margin. I think it's where the Bengals set their path straight, but we'll see. Okay, next up here. Oh, and real quick, you want to go over any injuries there or whatever, yes, there are some. Okay, give me a few seconds here. We can look at, Sheldon Rankins and Trent Brown. They're both out. Doubtful for BJ Hill. I know he was kind of banged up. But Hudson and Anthony, I think they're both going to play. And as for the Panthers, we got some dudes out. Tuttle, Johnson, and Lewis, they're all out. Okay, Lewis being a pretty big loss there. And then Robinson and Hunt, they're both questionable. Once again, I think these teams are pretty healthy overall. And when it comes down to it, I don't think that's going to be much of a factor. The 0-3 Jaguars taking on the 2-1 Texans. Okay. The Jaguars took a big fat shit on the field on Monday night, and they just look horrible. Let's just call it what it is, okay, and say that the Jaguars are trash, okay. Everything there is just points to them being horrible. The Panthers, they're kind of like the Panthers. The Jaguars they look like there's no hope there, man. And it sucks because those fans deserve so much more. They're like Raider fans, man. They're so hopeful. And then it happens, and you're just happy to have football back, but your team sucks, and you're bashing them the whole year. It is what it is. Look at me with the Raiders. But this week, we got a bunch of questionables. Lloyd and Savage and Davis. Cool. Okay. Okukun is out. And Ingram. But realistically, the Jaguars are just... that doesn't matter who's in or out. This team just isn't. They can't figure it out. For the Texans, Pierce, Ward, and Dell, they're all out. Questionable is Mixon and Fatusaki. But regardless, I tell you right now, Mixon, these two guys are probably going to play. In the craziest scenarios in life, I cannot see the Jaguars win this game. Texans all day. I think they're going to smack around the Jaguars. Texans, man, they're coming off a tough one. It is what it is with all those tough games, right? But I'm almost positive the Texans are going to come slap the taste out their mouth. I feel bad for the Jaguars, man. I really want them to win at least a few games this year, and they will. They'll get their licks where they can. But this game, I just don't see it happening. I'm going to go Texas winning this one. Next up, we have the 3-0 Steelers and the 1-2 Colts. Okay. Earlier today, you had a very optimistic Big Mike, on Indie Sports Nation. On Tuesday, we had a very optimistic Ralph Calise. He's riding the wave right now, man. The Steelers are looking to go 4-0. They look good. The Colts, are they turning a corner or are they not? I mean, they're weird, okay? The Colts they won last week beating the Bears, but then again, the Bears aren't that good. When it comes down to it, they're welcoming the Steelers into their house. This should be a great game. Okay, Richardson, he's not having the best year. He's throwing for a ton of yards, but throwing more picks than touchdowns. Really, you just have, I don't know. I love it. I love what Fields is doing over there behind center with the Steelers, the Russell Wilson thing and whatever. That's not going to distract anybody. The Steelers have a good team. The Steelers have a good team, and they're going to come fight. That's all there is to it. This team is going to come fight like hell. Injuries, yeah. Warren and Trice are out. Pruitt's out. And Sumalu, he's questionable, or he's actually doubtful for this game. But Russell Wilson, questionable. We'll see. I think Fields is going to start regardless to make things happen. Smith, Lewis, and Kelly, all questionable for the Colts. And then the outs are Lewis and Pay. I really don't think these are going to make much of a difference. I do feel that the Steelers are just a better team. They everywhere, every side of the ball, the Steelers are a better team. I don't think they're going to dominate the Colts. And the Colts are going to get some good work in this game. The Colts are going to probably fight and really push the Steelers. I want that to happen. I think they're going to have a lot of fight in them. But when it comes down to it, guys, there's no other team I'm going to pick right now than the Steelers right now. They're hot. They're ready to go. Here we go, man, because this team is nice. They're getting it. So give me the Steelers in this game. Next up, we have the 1-2 Rams taking on the 1-2 Bears. What in the hell is going on with these teams? Right now, the Rams, this team is looking like an old man factory, man. It's looking like a retirement home, man. They're all banged up, man. Nakua's out in the IR. Jackson and Johnson, they're both out. Cooper Kupp is out. Allen, he's questionable right now, but man, they're all jacked up. Okay. Then you have the Bears. Caleb, he's got a ways to go. But regardless, you got Carlson, Smith, Pickens all out. Okay. Byard, he's questionable. Allen, I hope he's in this game because they need him. Okay. Overall, this is a game. This is a pick'em game because the Rams are actually down to the Bears level now because, well, they're banged up and the Bears could actually win this game. But I have this crazy feeling the Bears are going to fall apart and probably lose. I want to pick the Bears so bad. Okay, I want to see Caleb get another victory. I want to see this happen. But I don't know. I just feel like the Rams are a better football team, even with their injuries. But against my better judgment, I'm picking the freaking Bears this week because I just feel something. I may look like an idiot after this, but I'm going to go Bears by a field goal in this game. I don't know why. I seriously can't even tell you why. I just have this feeling that the Bears are going to pull it off because they're going to take advantage of those missing pieces from the Rams. Go figure. But if the Rams win this game, just know that my heart's going with the Rams. My brain is going with the Rams. My heart's going with the Bears for some crazy reason, is what it is. The 2-1 Commanders and the 1-2 Cardinals. What the hell is going on in this game? The Commanders played football on Monday like as if they were never going to play another game collectively ever in their whole life. The Bengals came back, but it was too short. They fell short. The Commanders look like a for real team. The Cardinals, they've been in every game. They look like they're good, but then they just find a way to fall on their freaking face somehow. This is a hard one for me because you look at the injuries. You see, Crowder, Farrell, Eckler, they're all out. Mariota, not that he's even playing right now. Pollard, they're all, IR. This is all happening. This is Jaden Daniels' team anyway, okay? Regardless, this team's got some injuries. But then you look at the Cardinals and you go, dude, Tonga, you have McBride and Jones. Okay, they're out, questionable. Adams and Beecham. But you look at the Cardinals and you're like, okay, you guys pretty much have a full deck of cards, though. Like, the Commanders have some more significant pieces out than you guys, right? So when I look at it, I go, okay, do we get excited for Daniels? Or do we think that this is where the Cardinals are going to be like, nah, bro, we've lost some good teams. You guys aren't that good. You won a fluke game on Monday. We're going to kick your ass this Sunday. As much as I want to take the Commanders in this game, man, I just feel like the Cardinals have a better put together team, and I think they're going to win this game by maybe a touchdown. If the Commanders win this thing, that's my fault for looking like an idiot. But I'll tell you right now, the Cardinals, I just feel like there's something there. There's something to be excited about, Cardinal fans. So we'll see. With the Commanders, they're also putting it together too. This is going to be a fun game to watch. Even the Cardinals by a slim margin, but damn, this is going to be fun. Okay, next up, we have the 1-2 Patriots taking on the 1-2 49ers. Okay, we all know the story, right? The Patriots fell from grace after 2 decades. Ouch. The Niners have fallen from grace in just a couple of games. But how far are they from grace? I don't know. They got a lot of Hufanga, Elliott. We have Williams and Samuel. They're all questionable. They could return this week, actually. McCaffrey's on the IR, but he could return by next month. Okay. Lowell, Jordan, Austin, they're all out. Wallace and Jones, they're questionable for the Patriots. Overall, guys, I don't want to spend too much time on this game. I feel like the Niners are the better football team. The Patriots have been a surprise. They've been in these games. They've been playing pretty good for the most part. They're going to fight the Niners. I want this to be a good game. I don't want it to be a blowout. It could be a blowout, but give me the Niners by a touchdown or two. Regardless, the Patriots continue to look respectable and continue to build. The 3-0 Chiefs, man. Oh, taking on the 2-1 Chargers. This game is this is fun. This is fun. I'll tell you, when I look at this game, I think to myself, the Chiefs are going to smother the Chargers, right? But is it fair to say that? This is the Chiefs have had their fights this year, right? They've had a couple of near losses. But then you look at the Chargers right now and you're like, okay, well, thankfully Herbert is questionable, not doubtful, but Bosa out, Slater out, and other questionables like Davis and Leonard. Guess what? Those are some tough pieces right there for the Chiefs. Yeah, they got some toughies. Dana, Pacheco, Brown, Hollywood Brown, Pacheco and Brown for damn sure is a big ones right there. Edwards-Helaire and Thompson. Yeah, they got some banged up players too. But overall, the Chiefs are just rolling, man. The Chiefs have more. There's more of a punch they pack. And overall, I don't know if he's going to be shaking up Herbert or not. And as much as I like to see this division stay within reach for the Raiders, even though the Raiders suck, I'm going to go 4-0 Chiefs, man. I think the Chargers are going to, hopefully give a good game. But overall, give me the Chiefs. They might win by 2 touchdowns in this game, and I think the Chiefs are they're winners, guys. Whoever wants to hate them, but they win. And they figure out ways to win. So give me the Chiefs in this one. We have the 1-2 Browns taking on the 1-2 Raiders. And this is Toilet Bowl 4 of the year. I've already had 3 of them, and they've been fun. This one is just another toilet bowl. This one sucks. This is going to be a horrible game. The Browns look like crap. Deshaun Watson continues to look like a guy. I hate to say it, but he's just not great. I don't know. But I will tell you this. The Raiders, you heard earlier, Taryn in the chat room. The Raiders are missing players, and the Browns the Browns are looking about it as appealing as stapling your hand to a piece of paper. I mean, in the web part down. I mean, I'm just saying, like this team looks horrible. Everybody's out. Conklin, Wills, Strong, Njoku, they're all out. Hicks is questionable, but then the Raiders, okay, you got Crosby, this is doubtful, because I don't know if he'll play or not, but he's doubtful. Richardson, Munford, they're all doubtful. Devon Diablo's out, okay. Amir Abdullah, he's questionable, cool, but overall, guys, this is a horrible, this is a shit show. This game is gonna suck. Like, if you want to watch a funny game, this is gonna be a funny game, man. Dude. I mean, this is gonna be the gosh damn circus. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be entertaining in a hilarious way. I don't know what to say. The Raiders they suck something awful, man. And the Browns, well, they're right in the same territory. This is going to be a game to watch for pure entertainment of two teams that just aren't that good. Okay. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. Diehard Raider fan right here. That's why I can talk about them that way, because I know who this team is. They're trash. And the Browns, I mean, as much as I want to be up on them this year, they've shown who they are. They're trash too. Okay, so overall, this game is going to suck. It's going to be pretty funny. Once again, walks for comic relief. And that's pretty much about it. I have to take the Raiders. I take them every week. I say the Raiders by a field goal, but who knows? This game might end up -5. This might be a gosh damn golf game. I'm just saying, this game is going to be hilarious, man. Watch. Just tune in. Okay, I got the Raiders by a field goal because I got to pick them. Just watch. If you guys want some comedy on Sunday, watch. Okay, anyway, next up, we have the 3-0 Bills taking on the 1-2 Ravens on Sunday Night Football. And this is going to be a fun one, okay? We're going to get into this game momentarily. Then, of course, we got some fun ones coming up on Monday night. We're going to take one more break for the evening. When we come back, we're going to be discussing those 3 games in prime time and, well, making those picks. You are listening to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that's sports. We'll be right back after this.
What's up, everybody? This is Darren Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
That's right, Joe. Philly Sports Talk, Cash and Chris. Tuesdays, catch those guys. Of course, big ups to my boy Taryn Rodriguez. Saw him in the chat making his picks right now. He, of course, catch him Monday nights talking all things volleyball, man. We got everything. Something for everybody here at IE Sports Radio, man. So you're going to want to tune in, be a part of the action, show some love. Coming up right after me, we got a great show, man. Let's whine about DMV sports. My boy Mike Pat covering all things in the DMV with a delicious alcoholic beverage, wine, beer. What's he going to give us tonight? He's doing an Aldi series of all their wines. Great stuff, man. Winking Owl. Let's see. Give it a try. Drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Remember, a DUI is way more expensive than an Uber. something he likes to say on his show, and I adopted it. Sorry. So anyway, with that said, you guys, let's go ahead and get on into these last couple picks. The 3-0 Bills taking on the 1-2 Ravens. Oh my gosh, this is a game. Now, this is a football game, not that trash we just talked about before. The Browns and the Raiders, that's toilet bowl forward this year. But this game is going to be a fun one. I like this. The Bills, unexpected, right? The Bills they fell from grace 2 years ago. Last year, they really fell from grace, and they just kept on going. Now, they're off of everybody's radar, and guess what? They're 3-0. That's right. Lamar Jackson and his Ravens, though, are falling off. People are writing them off now. All kinds of bad things are happening with this team. Are they going to win? They lost to the freaking Raiders, okay? I mean, seriously. But are they going to be able to beat these Bills? The Bills are coming in hot. They're looking strong. Man, Jared Allen's playing good football. This is going to be a fun game to watch. Looking at the injuries, we have, oh my gosh, the Bills right now, Grable, Bernard, Johnson, Clayton, Milano, they're all out. These guys are out. They're IR out for this game. The Ravens, though, man, Voorhees, doubtful. We got Davis and Ali and Jennings are all out. Linderbaum is questionable. But overall, guys, I feel like, once again, this is obviously the injuries can be significant in this game. But my gosh, man, the Ravens need to get it together now. If there was ever a time for the Ravens to get it together, it is now. You beat a Cowboy team who isn't that good. You lost to the freaking Raiders. I mean, you need to get it together, man, because the Steelers are running away with this game, with this AFC North. The AFC North that we thought was so mighty and strong, and they aren't crap. I mean, the Browns are terrible. The Bengals are absolutely just unraveling, and the Ravens just look bad. This is the Steelers, and I have the Steelers third place this year on the AFC North. So that's why we love football. That's why we play the game, right? But the Bills are running away too. This may be very unpopular with a lot of you out there because this is another heart-head decision. I'm going with the Bills. That's my heart because they're good. Okay? They're good. But I will tell you this. The Bills are good. The Ravens, they need. You got a good, strong team and a team who needs it bad. Back a cat into the corner, they're going to fight you. My head is going with the Bills. My heart's going with the Ravens. I know it's flip-flopped right now, but you're going to back the Ravens into a corner. The Ravens might come out and upset the Bills. I feel the Bills, even with this one loss, will go on to do great things this year. But gosh dang it, this is, again, if they don't win this game, I'm not taking the Ravens for the rest of the season. And this is against my better judgment because I feel in my heart of hearts that the Bills are going to win this damn game. In my head, at least, I feel that. Sorry, head, heart fight here. Civil war. But the Ravens, they need this, and they need this bad. They need this game, and we saw they needed it last week against the Cowboys, and they won. They need this game. If the Ravens don't win this game, this is going to be a long season, and the Bills are just going to run, and I'm loving it. But overall, I'm going to go Ravens. They're at home. Tough game. I think the Ravens will barely win, but golly, man, the Bills are going to fight, and the Bills might just win this thing. Regardless, let's see. I'm going with the Ravens by a field goal here. Let's see what happens. Then, of course, we have here the 0-3 Titans on Monday night taking on the Dolphins, the 1-2 Dolphins in primetime here. You know me, I'm not a fan of these damn doubleheaders on Monday nights. I don't like that at all, but it is what it is. Overall, guys, I got to make these quick. I know I got to get off air right now, but the 0-3 Titans taking on the 1-2 Dolphins. Look, this is Toilet Bowl 5, okay? We have 2 toilet bowls in the same week. The one team that just can't get it together, Levis is not the answer. And then you got the other team with just, unfortunately, Tua's out. I mean, this is just, they're both not that good. Both these teams don't have quarterbacks, and both their defenses are suspect. So, I mean, it really doesn't even make sense. Okay, Awuzie, Hooker, Gray, Simmons, Duncan, questionable. Let me see, Duncan, Simmons, and Hooker, questionable. Then you have Awuzie and Gray on the IR. And then questionable is Washington, Thompson, Mostert, and Long. And then we have Bradley Chubb on the IR. Overall, guys, none of this is going to matter with no quarterbacks. I don't even know what to say. The Titans, they haven't won a game yet. The Dolphins are 1-2. Let's see what happens. I think it's because they're at home. The Dolphins might win this one. Titans, they need this game, but I don't think the Titans are going to do much this year. Give me the Dolphins at home. Actually, I can't do that, man. I'm sorry. Give me the Titans on the road. The Dolphins would know Tua, man. This is just rough. So let's see what happens. I just don't know what's going to happen with this team. I feel that it's just not good. So it is what it is. Give me the Titans. They got to win a game every now and then, right? And that's what's going to happen. So off to the better Monday night game, we have the 3-0 Seahawks and the 2-1 Lions. This is a possible NFC Championship matchup. The Lions are ready. The Lions lost one game to a tough opponent. The Seahawks are playing out of their mind right now. Geno Smith, 787 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Montgomery's running the ball good, 51 carries, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. Metcalf, 17 receptions, 262 yards, 4 touchdowns. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be a hell of a game, man. It's going to be so much fun to watch. The Seahawks are coming out, man. They got questionables all across the board. They're probably all going to play, man. Murphy, Baker, Dotson, Font, and Walker. All questionable, probably all going to play. Then you have the Lions, okay? IR, Davenport and Barnes, okay, ouch. Ragno's out. Ragnow, but then you have Branch and Rackstraw, questionable. Overall, injuries, I don't think they're going to make too much of an impact in this game either. This is going to be a damn fight. Another time where I think I got the undefeateds losing this week, guys, except for the Steelers, okay? Will the Seahawks remain undefeated after this game? Another game where I'm going to pick against my better judgment. The Seahawks, it seems to always work out this way. You can't be perfect all the time. And the 2007-2008 Patriots will tell you that you can't be perfect. Okay, we're not Don Shula's 1972 Dolphins. Okay, I think this might be one of the only losses of the Seahawks season that they keep playing the way they do. But the Lions, I thought they're going to come out and play this game, win this one at home, bring the Seahawks a little bit back to earth, but damn, it's going to be a good game. If the Lions lose this game, they are going to be a little suspect now, but not too much suspect because Seattle is a damn good team, and if they win this game, it was earned. So there you have it, guys. That was a fun one, man. Big opposite. Appreciate it to everybody, man. Let's cue that music because we're out of here. All right, y'all. That was a fun one, man. I'm glad everybody tuned in tonight. That was a lot of fun, man. Thank you to everybody in the chat room, everyone jumping the numbers here, tuning in all over the place. Twitter X, whatever it is, Instagram. Appreciate you guys, man. YouTube. Thank you to everybody in the chat again. Darren actually put his picks up here. So these are his picks that he's picking. Good for him. And let's just see how they prevail. Everybody else, thank you for picking along with me, man. You guys are amazing. This is definitely going to be a fun week. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of good football this week, man. I want to see some of these teams emerge. Some of these teams are going to take off from here and just go. They're going to be gone. Other teams are probably going to go downwards. Okay, I'm just saying. We have so many freaking upsets and different scenarios already in this early season. Okay. That's why we love it, right? That's why we love this game. So exciting. 3 weeks in, going into the fourth. Just started the fourth yesterday. Let's see. Let's see what it brings, man. I hope you guys are excited again because, man, it's always a great time. Always a great game. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Overall, I will tell you, all thoughts and opinions, man, by me, not necessarily the thoughts of IE Sports Radio. And appreciate you all once again for giving us love for 10 years, man. So, remember, give us a follow everywhere. X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at IE Sports Radio. YouTube, subscribe, like, subscribe, share. IE Sports Radio, man. So many great shows. Over 30 shows, man. Something for everybody. Tune in, man. Be a part of it. IESportsRadio.com. Show us some love. IESportsRadio.com/3and out. Check me out. Check out my custom-made page. Part of it, guys. Grab you some merch like this t-shirt, this hat, IE Sports Radio merch, man. Hats, shirts, hoodies, long sleeves, all the goods, man. Check us out on all these places down here. Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Castbox, Music, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Child7, and all that good stuff. Give me a follow here at 3and Out, ISR, all spelled out, at THB_LB53. Big ups to our sponsors, Planet Jerky, Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Give them a follow at Planet Jerky on Instagram. Also, PlanetJerky.net to make your orders now. Big ups to my beautiful wife, our awesome company, Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Give her a follow at Seal the Deal Wax Seals. on Instagram, SteelTheDeal_WaxSeals. Make your orders at iSportsRadio.com/SteelTheDeal_WaxSeals. And of course, big ups to everybody's following us and tuning in each and every week, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And well, I will be doing our usual recap and previewing Thursday Night Football next Tuesday, as always, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. This is me, your boy Larry B, signing off. I'll see you Tuesday. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.